we've met.
For sure. How's it going,
nice
Dave?
to see you again.
Yeah, good
I
to see
just
you.
moved back here to Canada from Australia. So
sure.
I'm fascinated by this because you and I have had this connection with the jig, first of all, which we're interested in Australia.
Exactly.
We are scared in Australia in having to continue trying to protect ourselves from using organic liquids to do float sink tests. And we don't want to use heavy media mixtures. So the ROM jig provided an alternative. What you've now done provides, I think, a long-term option, that will eventually create a lot of interest worldwide. And we have a lot of projects that we'd like to get going in Australia. I'm kind of halfway between being a Canadian and being an Australian right now.
Yeah.
So I can see a lot of the things that are being described. I've been to 10 conferences in the past year and heard the same thing in Australia. And these are problems that we need to solve to give people comfort, when they're developing a project that we're going to do it properly. And it is a very effective test, but I think we've talked about collaboration with the Australian group, the Australian Standards Group and ACARP, and the Australian Association Coal Research Program, to do the same sort of work and work together on it. Because I think it will eventually create huge appeal globally. And I really would encourage you to do some tests on some lower ranked coals,
Correct.
A lot of thermal type coals, where you've got much higher volatiles and critical soft coking coals, in the middle that have much higher fluidity properties, just to prove to people that they actually can be confidently tested using this kind of float sink approach. So I really congratulate you. You've brought it this far. Now it becomes a global thing for global standards committees and mining companies that operate outside Canada to really start to look at and adopt. Well done.
Thank you very much, Dave. I could say that there was initial discussions going back and forth between Canada and Australia, and we'll be working through Halocarbon. Hopefully there's the intention that the CCRA and ACARP are going to work together on this topic. There's been some work that happened probably 15, 20 years ago, but we're hoping this is the next one because, again, it's important for all of us. Thanks, Dave.